Have you ever had that little voice inside of your head or even in your heart where it's telling you, you got to do something that can facilitate change? Well, that's how the Go Go Sisterhood came to be. I'm Jessica Cannella, the founder of the Go Go Sisterhood and president of Oak Harvest Financial Group. The Go Go Sisterhood is a social club with purpose, helping women in or approaching retirement to live a fearless, financially fearless, and fulfilling retirement. And we do that on 3 guiding principles, which I'll get into a little later. I'd like to begin by sharing how this little voice got in my head and in my heart and how the Go Go Sisterhood came to be. I am a retirement planner. I put together retirement plans at Oak Harvest Financial Group for my clients. And I work with a lot of single women. I work with married couples as well, but predominantly women. I believe there's a huge disconnect when it comes to women in finance, especially generations far older than myself. Women in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I'm kind of a take the bull by the horns girl, and I believe that education is empowerment, and that if the ladies could just understand what is going on in their portfolio in plain English, it would do a world of good connecting women to their money. I would sit with hundreds of women the first 2 years of my career as a financial advisor retirement planner, and we would go over their retirement plan, and it would be addressing all of their retirement concerns, retirement income, tax efficiency, you name it. And most importantly, they understood the plan that was before them, having them feel comfortable and capable of making financial decisions. And so we would get through the planning process. I'd make that investment of time in them and vice versa. And we'd really get to know each other far beyond finance. Money is very personal, it's intimate. And I'd see these women have just like relief on their face when we would be going over the plan portion. And then at the very end of the meeting, I started to notice a pattern. The women, especially single women, but also some married women, would get like this flicker of hesitation that would go across their faces. It would look something like, oh yeah, the plan is so awesome. Thank you so much, Jessica, for this. And so I started asking questions. Why? Linda, why did you make that face just now? Tell me what's going on. And they say, it's not personal, Jess. It's really not. I'm grateful for the plan. I understand it. It's nothing that you did. It's just, I had planned to travel with my husband. And as you know, we became divorced. And I never really slowed down to think about what does retirement look like now that I've had that big life change? Who am I spending it with? And then I would talk to another client and she would give a similar expression across her face. And so I'd ask the question again, Kathy, what is that? Why the hesitation as I was reading it? And she would say, well, I'm realizing now that, you know, when I was in my 30s and 40s, my 50s even, I really prioritized taking care of house and home in my own career, supporting my husband. And I'm realizing now that I invested very little time into my female friendships. This is where the voice started, is I'd be out like biking on the trail or walking in the park and that voice is just nagging me. Well, Linda and Kathy could be a good match. They'd probably hit it off. They both like wine, as they shared with me, and they both like to thrift shop. And then I would think, you know, deeper. I've sat with hundreds of women in a 2-year period. It's not, you know, 2 isolated incidents that I was seeing this. So I would think Barbara and Melinda would really hit it off. And so what did I do? I had to shut the voice up. I threw a party, and the party was titled Money, Mimosas, and Muffins. And we had gluten-free and low-carb muffins as options as well with the full regular Starbucks muffins. And it was casual. I had about 50 women attend the first event, and we chatted about things that were relevant to our money. We started there to connect over money and the gaps that money creates amongst women in their age range. And I was the facilitator of the party. We talked a little bit about money story and how personal that can be. A money story, simply stated, is your very first memories of money and mostly feelings that you have around money that can be debilitating when it comes to utilizing your money as a source of freedom. And these women were so just willing to share their money stories with each other. Magic happened in the room, and thus began the very beginning of the Go Go Sisterhood. Today, I am going to share with you the 3 guiding principles of the Go Go Sisterhood. And before I do, if you see yourself in Linda, Kathy, Barbara, Melinda's stories, then go ahead and click the link in the description below. That'll take you directly to the Go Go Sisterhood. You can become a member there for free. But more importantly, go ahead and like our channel, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you're first to be updated on new published content for the channel. The Go Go Sisterhood was evolved for one reason, and that reason is to build meaningful connections amongst women in or approaching retirement so that they can serve out the second half of their lives with purpose and have it be financially fearless. The Go Go Sisterhood was founded on 3 guiding principles. The first principle is to add value to its members' lives. Women in and approaching retirement. We cover all areas. We host educational, value-driven workshops that span all industries and a plethora of topics. Topics like makeup tutorials for women over 60. How, as the face changes, the makeup application might as well. Same thing with skincare regimens. So from beauty to physical fitness, how do we move our body when we are over 50, women's self-defense classes for over 55, to the more practical educational topics where we're connecting women to their money, to each other, and to professionals that have expertise in areas such as navigating the gray divorce. That's when you could become divorced after the age of 50. And what are the legal implications associated with becoming divorced? How do you prepare yourself or navigate your way through that as you're going through it? Also providing the financial aspect of that. That would be where myself comes in, to help you prepare to go through that divorce. And we've all known somebody who's become divorced in their late 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. And also matters like estate planning. How do we get ahead of things like probate? How do we have a conversation with our spouse? How do we prepare so that we can save ourselves a lot of hassle and burden when life throws curveballs? So if you like the idea of some value-driven workshops, now would be a great time to ring that notification bell so that you know when new content is being posted. We plan to host both digital and live in-person events if you are in the Houston metro area. Now would be a great time to go ahead, give us a like, and drop a comment below if you have an idea for a workshop that you think could provide a lot of value for Go Go Sisterhood and its members. The second guiding principle of the Go Go Sisterhood is community impact. So the Go Go Sisterhood ladies, we get together, and whether it is hosting a fundraising event or a party to support a local community charity, or if we're rolling up our sleeves and we're getting in the trenches and we're actually doing a day of service, sponsoring a 5K, or going to the food bank, we are looking to give back locally in the spirit of coming together for a united mission to serve our local community. The third guiding principle of the Go Go Sisterhood is to build meaningful connection between women through shared experiences. Educational workshops, we talked about that. That's a shared experience. Women coming together in the same room to learn together. Community outreach, volunteering side by side, arm in arm, rolling our sleeves up and getting out into the community to give back. And one of my favorite parts of the Go Go Sisterhood is the social experience that involves just simply getting women in a room together. Just like my very first event, having a party, having group travel opportunities. Think day trip to San Antonio or Austin if you're in the local Texas market, wine tastings, just an opportunity for wonderful women to get in the same room with each other and let the magic happen. Let those connections be facilitated through meaningful shared experiences. If you're ready to enjoy a fearless and fulfilling retirement, then join us for our educational workshops, serving our community through charitable endeavors and volunteer work, and connecting with women through shared meaningful social experiences. To find out more, check out the description, hit our link to thegogosisterhood.com. Learn how you can become a member. Membership is free. Also, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so that you're first to know when we're hosting our events or uploading new content. I've enjoyed connecting with you today, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you further in the future.